With the added support of his wife, the McQueens took a step of faith and moved their entire family to Central Virginia. 4 years after Ray received the vision, it was time to put the vision to work. The work started on July 26, 1997, with a crusade at an apartment complex in the inner city.
The Lord had spoke to me years ago when I was an evangelist. I had the opportunity of going and sharing the Word of God in different venues, whether outdoor crusades, I was doing some conferences, doing all types of things as an evangelist, door to door. And the Lord began to deal with me about starting the church and doing it by way of a crusade because that was already in me.
One thing that I remember was just the great support. We did have support from our spiritual parents, Pastor Tony and Pastor Cynthia, Victory Christian Ministries, and they had a lot of their people to come down on a bus. They chartered a bus, drove all the way down to Lynchburg, and they assisted us. They brought food, they brought clothes, and that's one thing I remember. I remember them setting up a stage and a platform, and their praise team did praise and worship. Pastor Tony did some exhortation. Pastor Cynthia did some exhortation. So it was really, really wonderful. The support was great.
It was so many people at this crusade. I mean, from children to the elderly. I mean, it was everybody there. And so it was an exciting time, man. And we had no problem with people coming out. It was just an awesome time.
The crusade was a complete success. 42 lives were changed that day, and the crusade firmly established the McQueens as part of the city. After the success of the crusade, God began to open doors for family life to have its first Sunday service. The service was to be held on July 27, 1997, at a Ramada Inn hotel.
The first service was exciting. It was packed. I mean, it was so many people there. Of course, we had the crusade that Saturday. Then that Sunday, we had our first service. It was awesome. I mean, people from everywhere. People got saved in the crusade, of course, that came. And then people in that first meeting we had, they were getting saved. And so it was an awesome move of God.
Having our first crusade in the city of Lynchburg, in an area that we really didn't know anyone, and 42 souls get saved. And then when we went to the Ramada Inn, those 42 people and their children were all there. So it was awesome. It was a great start for the ministry.